Hello and welcome to Community Dissection. We're excited to talk about a new community this week, Lego Ideas. I'm here with Derek Chu.
Hey everyone.
And so my name is Bri Leever. I run Ember, and each week we do we dissect a new community to talk about what we love, what we'd change, what's missing, what's confused, and give our honest feedback about the community design. So today we're going to be talking about Lego Ideas. This is a community that I've had my eyes on for a long time as a really fabulous example. Well, I'm not going to give the spoiler of like what type of community it is. I'm going to let the design unfold that, but have loved seeing this community in action, and I'm excited to dive into the design behind it. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so we're changing up the formatting here a little bit with how we do these episodes, so trying to make it even better and kind of more simplified and clarified here. So part one of this is we're going to talk through we're just going to give our first impressions of our entrance to the community. I've already joined it, and I'll ask Derek after we go through this, like what he interprets as the purpose of the community and who it's for. So just to like start at a really high level, I Googled Lego community. This is what came up. I joined Lego Ideas because that was the top result. I'm sure there are it looks like there's more like kind of fragmented community initiatives from different departments, but it looks like this one is so like maybe more like locally involved community elements for Lego. But for the sake of this episode, we're going to focus on Lego Ideas. So I joined Lego Ideas. It made me create an account. And this is the landing page. When I just go to the home, this is what it looks like. So really quickly, I can start to see like, oh, there's these kind of people are submitting. My first question is like, are these already made? Are these not made? But then you can see like supporters. So my like, for me, I'm like, oh, they must be voting this design into existence. Oh, and it's a staff pick. That's fun. Okay, Venetian gondola. Classic spaceman. Midnight zone. So, oh, fun. The Office. Oh my gosh. I can think of a couple people who this would be a great Christmas gift for.
This is so fun.
The detail. So right away, I'm like, oh, this is fun, which I think is like a really good sign for a toy company.
Yeah.
Maybe they identify it, maybe calling them a toy company is insulting, but in my mind, that's how they're categorized. Okay, fan vote open, 50 years of Dungeons and Dragons. So we got some content going on here.
Yeah.
So to me, right off the bat, the main portion of this feed is all around product. On the side here, we have challenges, activity, and then you can shop ideas that made it. You get emails. Okay, so that's the first page. There was a second one I wanted to show. Oh, the how it works. Because this seems like if you're like, what is this? And this seems very obviously the page that you would come to. Okay, what is Lego Ideas about? Love getting imaginative with Lego bricks. Fancy yourself as a Lego master builder? Well, this is the place to be. Share your cool creations and creativity, enter challenges, showcase your proposals for new Lego idea sets, and vote for awesome models dreamt up by your fellow fan designers. Fun.
This is super fun.
Challenges, product ideas. Okay, so I wanted to just like click into this really quick because I went down, we got some gamification going on. So become a Lego fan designer. Super fun. Getting started. Meet the designers. And then you can just get started. Oh, wait. Oh, it's making me, I was logged in. Hold on. Okay, we're logged in. Right away, they make it super accessible to start submitting ideas.
Yeah.
Title, description, images. Super simple,
Very.
very accessible. Okay, so before we do an even deeper dive, Derek,
Yeah.
what would you say, just from our first glimpses here, is the purpose of this community?
Yeah. Can you go back to the first page real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I would say that this community is definitely driven by, like you said, the product, and that is taking kind of center stage in this whole in my experience in these 2 pages so far. So Lego is doing a really good job of having a community support their product and having the community submit ideas and be part of building ideas for Lego. And I feel like that is a great strategy in building a community around something like this. I think when I first go to this page, my kind of I'm really curious, and my imagination is really running wild as to how these concepts are coming about. So like, who would have thought that Lego would create a concept for the office? Like, that's just like, how did that, I'm just thinking about how did that come to be? What is the process that Lego and the community are a part of or building so that something like this is being developed, right? And I'm just like, so my imagination is running wild right now, and I'm really curious to learn more. And I think that curiosity is creating more engagement as someone who could potentially join this community, or like just has loved Legos like pretty much all of my childhood. And I think that's a great feeling that I think Lego is capturing and is really doing a good job of, even for someone who just learned that they have a community. So that's something I really want to call out as something they're doing really well.
Yeah. Yeah, I would add to that. If I had to like condense it all down, this seems like community-led product development. So
Yeah.
and all of these designs are actually they're submitted by members. So I haven't seen, so it's really cool, and this is what we'll dive into in the next part here, is you can go to these, yes, here we go. You can go to each member's profile. And so it looks like this member is just obsessed with The Office.
Wow.
And they create The Office Lego sets. So, they expanded to Parks and Rec. Okay.
Wow. Look at, okay, I mean, they love like TV shows.
Yes. They have like the dry humor TV show Lego niche carved out.
And how big is the following for The Office and Parks and Rec and like Community on NBC? And this is incredible. Like, I'm looking at this profile. It's an incredible profile with a lot of different highlights, like contributions, and there's social media page links on here, and there's achievements. And I feel like if I was this person, I'd be really proud of my profile within the Lego community. Like, I really want to call that out as something that I can feel when I'm on this page.
I know, it makes me wonder if like, okay, this person, like I kind of want to like, okay, I want to stalk them on social media to see like, do they mention like the Lego Ideas creator of The Office set, like that, I think is, oh my God.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Okay, so they identify as an Office super fan. I think that's fair. But so like that is so powerful. The point that your recognition in an internal niche community becomes like a status that you use to externally identify yourself on a different platform, like that to me, I'm like, their gamification made it.
Totally, yeah, like
They
that is very apparent. And Lego is building, you know, this person's platform, and this platform, or this person is also helping Lego community build its platform as well. So it's like it goes hand in hand.
so mutually beneficial.
Yeah.
I want to go back for a second because just to talk about what this is for and who it's for, because I think you totally nailed it. I think this is for Lego nerds. We maybe not nerds is a mean term. Lego. Well, I would count myself as a nerd, so I mean it very affectionately. But people who are obsessed with Lego, and they like but you can be obsessed with Lego on so many different like levels. And this seems like a very niche community for people who are obsessed with Lego, but want to be a part of the design process. Because I think you can be like obsessed with Lego from a collector's standpoint. You can be obsessed with Lego from like there's so many different community avenues for obsession with Lego. And so normally I'm advocating for a community approach that is comprehensive and that is all in one place. But at first my question was like, okay, this is like a really deep niche aspect of community for like the Lego audience.
Yeah.
But I think it like completely works to their advantage because it goes so deep and it's so targeted that this is getting a little off topic, but normally how I would encourage communities to bring in other types of programming into their community. I actually think that the way that they are executing this is wonderful. And I love that it's not overcomplicated. Like you see 3 call to actions up here. And these 3 submit an idea, challenges, and activity are reiterated several times. It's not like it's really easy for my mind to understand like what this space is for. And I really quickly can identify like, as someone who wants to do this, has been doing this, or wants to start doing this, I really quickly my brain can process that and opt in to that, or to just engaging in this space as a supporter, which is another, like they also what we'll see next is they have some gamification layers that aren't all about being a designer, but just as a participant as well. So who it's for: people obsessed with Lego on the product development side. And what it's for is crowdsourcing those ideas directly from members who are going to be the most excited. It's like they're accessing and activating members in their like Lego obsession, and then they're asking like, what are the things in like your real life that you are also obsessed with, and how can we like marry those two?
Yeah, no, totally. And like I wanted to just add one more quick thought that I thought was really important to call out here, is that Lego is enabling world building.
Oh,
In a big sense, right? Because I kind of think of Lego as like tangible, like Minecraft, right? So what does Minecraft do really well? They allow people to build their own worlds. And I think that Lego allows people to build their own worlds with like, the blocks, right? And like something that's tangible. And I feel like Lego is taking the world building concept and like literally allowing people to do that at a very deep level, and kind of just like getting out of the way for Lego quote unquote nerds to be able to take the concept and run with it. And I think that's so cool.
Yeah. Yes. They're like, here is your pathway to not just build a world with Lego, but to make a new world come to life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Okay. Let's, I think we both covered, what department do we think this community comes out of? It's clearly a product community. So next up, we're going to look at these other elements. And so Derek and I are both going to be kind of looking out for like, what do we love, what's missing, and what's confused. So I just wanted to share a little bit of what the onboarding process was like. I didn't want to have to walk everyone through the time that it took. It actually was really simple and like quick, but sometimes you don't know with communities. So I provided my birthday and I created an account. It took me to this banner was like the first, it took me to a page. I think it was just the main page, but it gave me this banner that said, welcome to Lego Ideas. You've successfully created a Legos idea profile. By adding more information to share with the community, you will earn a badge for your profile. And I was like, ooh, okay. So I like how, because really without even diving into my own profile, we just saw, where is it? Get over here. These other profiles. Oh yeah, this was one I found who is like clearly a Taylor Swift fan. Okay, so there's like a ton of Taylor Swift Lego houses happening right now. It's hilarious. There's several different design like ideas out there, and everyone is like upvoting the one that they want to like come to market, which I think is so cool. The fact that you have like several different types of Taylor Swift lover house designs being posted is amazing. So anyways, really quickly, you can see that there's these badges. What I loved was that I was like introduced to badges right away. And I felt like I was, I can really easily make traction in this community just by filling out my profile. The other thing that I loved about their onboarding before I go, I'm so excited about their gamification. I can't wait to talk about it. But here is I got 2 onboarding emails. So one, super just kind of housekeeping stuff, but then I got this more kind of formal one about how to get started. I felt like there's a lot of like bullet points here. I think it could be formatted differently, but overall, no huge complaints here. It's helpful just to have the links to like the main, like to have one email with the main links that you might need to come back to. Before commenting, give our house rules a quick read, complete your profile. So not the sexiest email I've ever seen, but you know, it gets the job done. Any comments on that part of the process?
I agree. Yeah, it definitely just gets the job done for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so engagement. So this was really interesting. I voted on this house from Jungle Leaper, who will revisit their profile in a second. And it said, thank you for your support. Be sure to tell your friends to support too. You are supporter number 1092. We need 3,908 supporters to the next milestone. I loved this banner afterwards because it showed me I can have 2 roles in this community. I can be a designer, but I can also be a contributing member. And there's a lot of actions that I can take as a contributing member, and that have an impact in this community and that I will get rewarded for without needing to be the one who is designing all of which I'm sure that the volume of people who are actually submitting designs is like in the 2% of this community at large. So I think it's really important that they fostered all of the different levels of engagement that I can have as a member, even if I'm not going to dive in as a designer right away.
And it's just like so clear what needs to be, like where we're at right now and where we need to go. Like it's so clear, right?
Yes.
So yeah.
Yep. Always love a good like bar graph to show the progress.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about gamification, the journey, and incentives. So there were a couple notes here I wanted to talk through. So where did that profile go? Here's our profile. So there's an element of fame here. They're tracking your followers and your following. They are showing there's this connection to the outside world, which, as we saw in the last profile, let's go back to the office one because I love that. I think they also show a great example. I love this connection to the outside world because it helps. It's definitely mutually beneficial. And then I really want to take a moment to talk about these badges, because what I love here is when you click on it, it shows exactly how you got that badge. So congratulations on getting 1,000 supporters for your product idea. You rock. And then it also, so they can earn several. Okay, so they can like rack up in quantity that specific badge that they got. So, okay, then it becomes really clear. 5,000 supporters, 10,000 supporters, which they earned 3 times. And then it shows on the grayed out ones here are ones that haven't been hit yet. So even my profile shows this. Wait. There we go. Okay. So even my profile here has the same, everyone has the same display, but then they just populate with color once I've hit that badge. So I love the clarity here. What drives me insane as a community builder is when people are earning badges without any clarity around how that badge was attained. Because if there's any part of me, if I am the super user in this community, let's say I stumble upon Lego ideas and I'm like, this space was made for me. I've been creating this stuff all along. I want to get to the top of this community. I'm like super into the gamification. If you don't show me how to get there, that is so demoralizing. If it's like a mystery of like, these people are at the top and we don't know how they got there, but they are. So you should like really try to get there, but we're not going to tell you how. Oh, it's such an infuriating process as a community member. So I love that right away, you can see exactly how to get those badges.
Yeah. It's just so clear, like what you need to strive towards or what you can strive towards, right? And having that laid out so clearly, it just allows you, it removes like confusion or ambiguity, you know, when you're in a new space, right? Like there's usually so much ambiguity when you're in a new space. So they eliminate so much of that through this process that you're talking about.
Yeah. So, okay, wait, let me see if there were other elements I wanted to, or pages I wanted to show. Yes. Okay. So is there anything that strikes you as, well, let me just click around a little bit more here. Oh, because I did want to show the challenges. That's right. So it seems like they have these activations with like general themes. They call them challenges, and they challenge people to submit entries according to that theme. Or like for this Dungeons and Dragons one, it looks like the submissions have been made. And so now we're voting on which. Oh, cool. It tells me right where we're at in this process. Idea intake, expert review, crowd vote, winner announcement. Love that. Thank you for being so transparent about what to expect, Lego. Okay, so now we come down here and we're voting. Fun. I also love this expert review process that like not, they're curating the quality too. It's not just like every idea that's submitted, which I'm sure takes a lot of work. Product ideas. Oh yeah, okay, so then really quickly, I can see under Explore, we have our 3 different categories again, our product ideas at large, these challenges. I just want to take a look at this because the new avatar is coming out. Okay, idea intake. Cool.
Wow.
How do people, it hasn't come out yet. How
I think I mean like I saw this like this random Vice segment recently that talked about how Avatar has just like a crazy cult following and people explore that world, and I'm sure because of that they're able to just the ideas generate themselves through kind of a fan base like that. So this seems like shockingly feasible and like realistic that people would be able to take this. It's like so cool.
That is wild. I think that's like part of just the virality of, is that a word? Viral nature of Lego is that they tap into all of these other cult markets.
Yeah.
And they give them a new angle to explore their cultness.
great.
It's fascinating. Themes. Okay, I just want to pop over. Actually, I did want to see activities because to me, I was a little bit confused about how these are different than challenges.
Yeah.
Let's see, build a gift, give a gift. Oh, okay. Oh, so these are more people just posting about what they have built, I'm
Mm.
assuming. But these don't look like yeah, this does. Okay, cool. So this is like a really accessible, just like a more accessible version of challenges where you're building that set rather than like submitting ideas for a new set. Is that fair? Is that what you think is going
Oh,
on?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so do you want me to click on anything else that you're seeing here that is spiking your curiosity?
Let's see what participate for this activity entails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So participating in this, I bet is just,
Submitting your photo.
yeah, like submitting a photo, but also I'm sure all three of these kind of activity, like they're, with product ideas, challenges, and activities,
Mhm.
all help you become or add contributions to your profile, right? And help you
Yes. Oh,
and add
that's
to the gamification. I'm sure that that's the case here. This, I feel like maybe, I don't know, from what I'm seeing from the activity
uh-huh.
page, I'm seeing that this is a little bit lighter, like more lightweight than the other potential kind of like actions you can take in the community.
Yes.
I love that they get like allow people to have a different flavor of how they contribute or the things they contribute.
Mhm.
This being Christmas themed, I'm sure someone who really loves Christmas and the holidays, like they're taking this and they're running with this, which is awesome and allows them to feel like they are a really contributing and valuable member of the community. So that's like, I love that Lego's done that.
Yeah. Yeah. I love so I think a lot of times like one element that strikes me is when we start with more of Lego is a physical product. So like in-person community would kind of be like my first idea. And I think in-person communities can struggle with how to create online engagement and create an online version. And I love that even for such a physical product, they found such a creative way of curating an online community.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. That's really insightful. Yeah.
So something something that I'll say I don't see right now, and maybe this is just because I don't have access to see this, but something that I think would make an amazing addition is for this community of, so let's go back to this page. Now, so my community brain is like, ooh, where's the community of Lego ideas designers?
Mm.
Because I'm thinking like, what we're doing right now is incentivizing people to like create solo, but isn't the creation process made so much better in collaboration with other people? So I'm like, is there a place where these Lego ideas designer, like once you reach designer, maybe there's a whole other space of this community that opens up as a group or more of like a forum or conversation space to collaborate with other ideas designers, or say like, hey, I like loved that about this aspect of your design. Like, how did you do that? Or I'm struggling with like that same thing. Can you show me how you did that? Or, like my first question, as somebody who's not in this world, is like, how are people making these like CAD designs? And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'd love to know like how to do that. Is there like a tutorial, or like, can can this, what's their name? Like, can Jungle, whatever, I'm Sneaky Tire. Can the office person like give me a backstage, like, or like, can they give me a breakdown of like how they went about creating this? Like, that's kind of the next community programming layer that I'm not seeing here, that I think you could incorporate more like of an events programming
Yeah.
if you had that whole other layer. Like, and I think that could, if that doesn't exist already, if they implemented something like that, that would help build the like kind of fame of each of these designers like even more, so they're recognized not just as a designer, but they like host regular like here's how I did that, or here's how I built that events with Lego, and they're recognized. I don't know, there's a whole other world of gamification just for these Lego ideas designers who make it to this level that I'm like, those are your most engaged people. Like, that would be so fun to activate them even further.
I agree. I completely agree. And to add on to that, if they're like, maybe the first step, like you're talking about, is like online events where this designer is talking through like, this is how I built the office concept, right, for Lego. This is kind of how I'm thinking about it moving forward, inviting people in who have the same appreciation and passion for the office too, and allowing them to be a part of their process, and creating that type of group would be really cool. And then maybe at some point, like Lego creating some type of opportunity to bring people together in real life too, to build in real life, and Lego can go and like film the session, or maybe if they make a day out of it or something like that and call it like Lego Office Day, and Lego's coming in and creating content around it and all of that. And all of the community members are building something together and collaborating on a project together for the office. Like I feel like that's kind of the holy grail for a lot of community, right? Like taking a step back, when you have a community, when people are joining, that's step one. When people are asking questions, that's step two. When people are contributing answers and providing resources and content and stuff like that, that's step three. And then step four is like getting people to collaborate in the community on projects or resources, or creating stuff together, right? That's when you're really capturing the expertise in a community, the passion, the interest in a community. And I feel like, maybe we're not aware of how Lego is doing that within the community already, but based on your point, Bri, I feel like there could be cool opportunity to do that if they're not thinking about that yet. So yeah, and it's like you said, like Lego's tangible, right? Like you have to do it in person. So like, what if you're able to get community members and designers to do it together? Like that's cool. So how can Lego facilitate something like that?
It would be so cool too. Well, okay, one, I loved how you like framed the progression of the journey and the actions that we want members to take. I love the idea. It's like a hackathon, like a Lego CAD design version of a hackathon. And I think that'd be super fun. I think it'd be, so one, I love like the incentive that's baked into this whole process, which is like when your design gets voted into existence, and you can like, that's such a huge reward to like imagine going to the store to like buy the Lego set that you designed. Like that is such an incredible experience. And I wonder if there was like another layer to that, where, after so many designs getting voted into existence, or just for like the upper echelon of our Lego Ideas designers, like an experience where they get to like come to the Lego like facility to like see the process of like how that then comes into production, and kind of like a VIP day experience for that person as like an incentive for, because I just, so much of community building is like, if you focus on the person who is the members who are the absolute most engaged, that will filter down to the rest of the community. So that's another, maybe they're already doing that, but that would be a fun way to surprise and delight.
Yeah, totally, totally. Yeah, that would be so fun. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is the Lego facility, is it? Well, there's Legoland in San Diego, right?
You tell me. I'm not a Lego person. So I'm like, I don't even know the whole, I know it's an entire world that I'm missing out on.
Yeah, I mean, clearly they're doing a really good job of creating a excitement around it because, like I played with Legos growing up, but like, as someone who, as people who like aren't like considered Lego nerds, like we're really excited about it. I can feel the energy between us right now
Mhm.
when we're talking about this product and this community. So like, I feel like they're doing a really good job of, like keeping that energy high and that excitement high and kind of like allowing people to channel like, like their inner child in so many ways, So that's something to call out, when it comes to how they're building the community and
Mm.
how hopefully we can take that away as community builders and try to really stoke those flames within our communities too.
Yeah. Yeah. So well put. Well, I kind of want to leave it at that. I feel like that was a good re, peek behind the curtain of what we see in the Lego Ideas community. So thank you all for watching. I hope this gives you ideas for how you can create more inner child in your community or access more of the inner child for your members. But we'll see you all next week. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.